guess I'm buying this whole set for this one card.
For this one card. That's a nice card, though.
Hey, everyone.
Wait, put down.
We were just talking cards, you know, because letter social, duh. Welcome to the virtual letter social. We're celebrating 10 years. This is the third event that we're celebrating for our 10-year anniversary because we can. Our friend Kimberly is joining us, and she's gone to all three of the events.
Oh, yeah. I'm so honored.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. What do you said that you're going to be not writing, you're responding to letters, you're writing your grandma
I'm doing
cards?
my grandma Halloween cards.
Okay.
I would say if you've never joined us before, I don't know how you found us, but welcome.
Mhm.
My name is Donovan, and this is Kathy. We run the Letter Writers Alliance.
Oh yeah, the whole intro.
Along with, we're happy to say, over 13,000 other people. That's my announcement, is that there are now 13,000 members of the Letter Writers Alliance. And I wait to make these announcements because people lose their numbers. We end up giving them new numbers, and who knows how many of those I've had to do. But, you know, it's 13 plus a number, so I'm comfortable saying it's not 13. Yeah. And also, we may have other announcements later on in the broadcast.
Yeah, we have a couple events coming up, and we'll tell you about that later. But the letter social is an hour and a half long, and it's just basically a time for us to write together, even though we're not really in the same spot. But please write any time in the 24 hours of this day, and any day, every day.
Every day, every day.
We have a chat up on the YouTube page of this event, so please feel free to ask us questions. I already see that there's people telling us where they're from and what they're drinking,
which is standard fare.
Yes.
For the social.
So we're all drinking a tea that's Outlander themed that my friend Millie gave me. It's I'm not going to pronounce it right. It's like Sassenach or something. Claire's tea from Savannah Tea House. It's really, really, really good. So that's what we're all drinking. And then I see that we have people from Detroit and New York and Prince Edward Island, and we have people drinking coffee and seltzer.
Nice.
Yeah. Aww. So it's going to be a rainy day here. So, you know, and we also have maple cookies and chips. So if you're
chips.
Yeah, so if you're snacking, we also want to hear what you're snacking on, and what you're writing to and from and everything. That's about it. So sometimes it gets quiet while we're writing, and sometimes we interrupt the broadcast to answer any questions that you ask us in the chat or on Twitter with the hashtag L.W.A. social. So yeah, that's pretty much all the housekeeping stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and also just don't be a jerk.
Oh, yeah. Well, as always. None of you are jerks.
That's given.
So.
Yeah.
Right.
So, all right.
I didn't answer your text either.
No. Hey, I got in. I guessed right. I'm assuming if I guessed wrong, your neighbors would have let me in.
Yeah, totally. So, okay. And this is the first time I'm using this writing pad I got from Paper Pastry Shop when we went for the anniversary.
Oh, yeah. I got a rainbow one.
Seasonally appropriate.
It is.
Colors.
Yeah, I got the rainbow. No, I didn't get the rainbow one. I got the teal colored one, and then I got this one. I don't know why I didn't go for the rainbow one. Didn't she only have it in one size that wasn't this size?
Yes, it's like a little shorter.
Yeah,
that's
why. Size. Yeah, that's why I wasn't hip on it.
It was neon, and I was all about the neon this summer. So.
Not anymore though. It's dead to you.
Until next summer.
Okay.
It's a summer thing.
Yeah.
Em is drinking a wine spritzer.
She's considering making a wine spritzer because it's brunchy. And Em, we think you should make that wine spritzer.
For sure.
That sounds really good. The only reason
I like to call it cocktail a mom. That's what my mom drinks.
Cocktail what?
A mom?
A mom.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking the other day if I had a dive bar, what I would name drinks. And a white wine with 2 ice cubes in it is a Miss Gloria, because that is who grew up across the street from me, and that is what she would always drink do ice cube in it. And then a Budweiser with 2 ice cubes in it is a Miss Andrea, because same thing. And then the wine spritzer is my mom.
I like it.
Can I have a mom? It's always a happy hour drink.
The mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just happy hours 24 hours a day with the mom?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Always a happy hour.
Yeah. Nice.
She loves me, even though I didn't let her call me yesterday. Aww. Why not? Because I hate the phone.
Yeah, I do all the phone calls for the shop, every
Oh.
single one.
I wrote her a very nice letter.
Can she just respond to the letter?
She did.
My
She
mom is
wrote me a
literally
letter.
the only person I talk to on the phone. And then my dad when I have like an emergency. And I need advice.
No, my mom wants to do FaceTime all the time.
My parents do not own like any Apple products. They don't own like a smartphone. I don't think their
Yeah.
computer has a camera.
I want to do FaceTime with my grandpa and my grandma because they have an iPad, and I like to see them.
Yeah.
But he's like, you need to make an appointment because I got to charge the thing. And I'm like, by the time I call you to be like, can you turn on the iPad? I'm like, I'm already on the phone.
Right.
So
Yeah.
why am I even going to do that?
Dylan is very fond of the fact that, so at one point, my grandmother had a Skype account, and there's some sort of like profile thing you can put into Skype, and my grandma just says, I have no sound. She couldn't figure out how to make sound work.
So
And
how was she Skyping?
I-
Or was she just using it as Messenger?
I don't know that she was using it at all. I'm pretty sure it was like set up for her to try to use, and then the tech went off the edge. So yeah, so this was a constant reminder. Mary Green does not have sound.
I love it. Your grandma's Mary Green? My great grandma was Mary Green.
That's funny.
I know. Maybe they were related.
Could be. I mean, that's,
Sorry.
that's,
all right.
it's honestly possible.
So many greens.
Does it have an E on the end?
No,
All right, there you go.
we're not long lost cousins. Oh, damn it.
I really like this card a whole bunch. I don't know, you probably don't know what the reference is. So this is a card that my friend sent me, and it's a Supernatural reference, if anyone is into that TV show. And
If you're into that TV show, tune in next week.
yes, tune
Oh,
in next
yeah.
week when Murder She Drank puts on a costume as Supernatural, and we play bingo on Friday and Saturday. We watch 3 episodes of Supernatural on Friday and 3 episodes of Supernatural on Saturday. You can join us for both or just one. But yeah, and we made special bingo cards, Supernatural style, for it.
I love it.
If you're interested, you can go to murdershedrank. Something. I don't know. Just Google Murder She Drank. I have no idea what our URL is.
.org or .com?
Well, I think it's WordPress, so it's probably
Oh.
murdershedrank.wordpress.com.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm standbouthate.org, but I'm a WordPress site.
I bought you a URL. I'm not spending money on a bingo thing that I do.
That's so nice of her to buy you
I
the
know,
URL.
right? I mean, probably because I told her.
No, you probably did not tell me to. I
Yeah.
probably was just like, I was probably like, there's no way that you're going to have this long URL for this thing. You're like, I don't care. And I'm like, no, shh, I'm buying you this thing. So yeah.
I'm sad I can't participate.
Are you going away next weekend?
We have a concert. We're going to see James Taylor and Mavis Staples on Friday.
Uh-huh.
And then we have a Halloween party on Saturday. I know, I'm so excited.
I'm like, we specifically were picking like the scariest episodes from Supernatural.
Aww.
And like, this is the thing about that show is it can get real scary. Like,
Especially if you're not in it. Demons make you like,
yeah. Are you all about demons?
You are?
no, but like I can, on like a deep-seated fear thing, they register for me in a way that other things don't.
I
Like
don't-
zombies?
I don't care
Yeah,
about
because like I feel like I could defeat almost anything.
But not a demon.
But like if there are demons, then I have to worry about a god, and like that's all kinds of worms that I don't need to be dealing with. There's many cans.
demons don't bother me.
Okay.
No. Zombies bother me. Demons don't bother me.
don't think about these things. I've been watching American Horror Story, and so the clowns have been really bothering me.
I don't like clowns.
No.
But that's because when I was like 5, I accidentally watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That movie's great.
Yeah, not when you're
5.
That movie's amazing.
I was like, oh my god! I was like reading the TV guide, and it's like something about clowns. I'm like, clowns, and I just like turned on the TV to that thing for that movie, and I somehow I just did not get that there was like Killer Clown in the title.
Yes.
I think I probably saw Clowns in Outer Space, and I was like, yes, I like both of those things.
I for sure remember
You were
that
scarred.
movie. It was one of those and it was myself and my younger brother, and it was either very late at night or very early in the morning, and we were both just like flipping through the television. We found that, and this is before the internet, so you couldn't just like look up what it was, and we didn't have a TV guide, and we were just like, what is this movie? What is happening? What is going on? We were amazed. And it has been quite a journey to talk about this film with other people and realize that it's like a real thing. It wasn't some fever dream that I had.
Like you thought that
Yeah.
it was too much of a like distant memory.
It's such a strange film.
Now I feel like I need to watch the movie.
Oh, it's so weird.
No.
I mean, you're already scared of clowns?
Yeah.
No.
Clowns are super gross.
But do the clowns like cut off your arm or put a hatchet through your head?
They put you in a cotton candy cocoon and
Stick a straw.
Oh.
They stick a straw in the cocoon and then drink
they're
your
like
blood.
big spiders.
Oh,
It's the same as it, basically. They're big spiders.
interesting.
I've never
Okay.
seen it.
He's a big
Me neither.
spider.
I don't
He
need
is?
it.
It puts off like hallucinogenic drugs, makes you think that it's not a spider, but really it's just trying to eat you.
Huh. I've never seen that movie.
Wait, so he's a spider that just gives you
It might be also an alien, because Stephen King always ends in aliens. I don't know.
I've
I
never
don't
read
remember.
any Stephen King,
Mm-mm.
nor have I watched any of his movies.
Really?
I don't like horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know.
Yeah. But he wrote Green Mile. Did you watch that?
I don't know what that is.
That movie
Mm.
about the death penalty.
Oh, no, I haven't. No,
Oh.
no, I never saw that.
It was
It's a good film.
It was
It's
a good
not
film.
a horror film.
It's
No,
not,
no, I know.
But
Yeah.
it's horrible.
I didn't know he wrote
Horrible.
that, though.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, no, I didn't know he wrote that at all.
I think it was like several little books. I can't read the books. The movie was too
Mm.
like heart wrenching.
Oh. Okay. Oh, yes, I do have an L.W.A. announcement. Hey, guys. We're updating our login so that instead of having one big mass login, everyone's going to get their own account.
But you have to make your own account.
You have to make your own account.
You have to make your own account.
Okay, so yeah, you guys, your sale the other day,
Yeah.
I was clicking and I was like things aren't working. I don't know. And then I was like, I gotta do something else.
Yeah.
So, Kathy's gonna write a post, and it'll be on the blog.
Right.
with Specific.
But the
instructions.
gist is
Just click on the button that says "Make Account."
make an account, and then if you're
Easy.
a member that has purchased a membership prior to this year, like 2017, right? Yeah, or 2017. Then you're gonna have to email me and tell me your member number, because I have to do something special to your account to make it link up with your membership. And then you get an amazing tag on your account that says OG member.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, because you're the originals. So yeah, and if you have any questions about that, email us. But basically, nothing changes with privacy. We're not gonna attach your membership number to your account. It's simply for you being able to access all the member stuff and for super fast checkout if you decide to add your address in there or not.
Nice.
So yeah, and then that way, if you forget the password, you just reset it, and it's your own password, and it's not like something that you have to memorize for a random thing. Anyway, so that's what we're doing now.
Somebody's eating something with like steak and mozzarella and olives.
I'll take one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gabby from England is drinking water and eating non-pesto steak, mozzarella, and olives. You're making me hungry,
I know.
for reals. And welcome to the new members that are joining us on the chat. Yeah. And thanks for the congratulations to everyone who's giving us congratulations on 10 years in the chat as well. We appreciate it.
Not entirely sure how it happened, but
Mm-mm.
here we are.
I know, I was telling my mom today when I was talking to her, I was like, oh yeah, it's 10 years. And she's like, what? I was like, yeah, 10 years. And she's like, but that was just for the L.W.A, right? Because we had a store previously called Six and Sparrows. And I was like, yeah. She's like, well, how long for everything? And I was like, 15 years. And she's like, you've been doing this for 15? And I was like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it makes me feel old.
I'm searching the hashtag for the L.W.A social, and there's this picture of your table.
Oh my god.
Have you gone through the your haul?
My haul. I still have one whole drawer devoted to like Japan leftovers. That is hilarious. Which year was that from?
No. July 5th, 2015.
Oh my gosh. That was a good year. That was a good year of Japanese stationery. I also have a second drawer. So I have a drawer of like just like the washi tapes and pens and other random things. But then I have a whole separate drawer of just stationery, like little stationery sets and things. So some of it's used, but most of it is unused.
I honestly have no idea where most of my stationery or cards is. I put them in a special place, and now I
that's the worst.
cannot find it. Like, and it really upset me because I had this trove of birthday cards. No idea where the birthday cards are. I also know I hid my holiday cards somewhere because I bought too many last year, and now I don't know where they are.
Well, it's a good thing you're doing a closet cleanup then.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think they're in the closet. I think
Where would you put them that's not the closet?
it's one of those drawers over there. I don't know.
Look, there's only 6 of them.
You know, you'd be surprised at like,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
who knows where they are? I don't know.
I'm the kind of person that I will remember where something is for the longest time. But if I like, you know, I really should put that in its proper place.
Then you don't remember.
Then
where
I will
it is.
be like, well, I remember where it used to be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whenever I put something away in the right place, I always forget where it is. Right.
It's the right place. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Once I got all the stationery in one drawer, then I was like, okay, this is where it always is going to go. Always.
It's a good. I'm still trying to figure out like my storage situation. So I'm not sure what I want yet. You know.
That's the only thing I have a handle on in my life is where the stationery goes.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything else is a total disaster.
I mean, because I went from having my own office to not. I mean, home office to not. Right. So I was trying to figure that out. Being a nomad.
a nomad.
Yeah, an office nomad.
Someone's phone is going on.
It's probably Kimberly's.
Thank you. Oh, it's Danielle saying hi. Hi, Danielle. I just heard a sneeze, so I'm glad you warned me that Croc was home.
I told you. Yeah, it would be creepy if you just like were like, what's that, Chaplain?
Who's that man sneezing?
Get the machete! Donovan, can you pour me some more tea? It's the thing about social. Thanks, Kimberly. Is the thing about running a virtual social and a regular in-person social is you yourself as the host never really write that much. So if you ever decide to host your own social, just realize that.
Yeah, they're not really conducive to writing.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you're hosting, but if you're someone who's just a guest, you normally do. So
you can normally pick your level of involvement.
yeah. So that is the way that I am opening it up to people to tell us like who they're writing to, how many letters they've gone through today, responding to, and all that good stuff about letters that we love hearing. So yeah.
I'm a chatter, so I hardly ever get a letter written.
You jump read it.
Yeah.
I got a letter from a friend the other day, and she was like, "Oh, I went to this coffee shop, and I sat down to write a letter, and this guy just kept talking to me. And so I left, and I went to the library, and the guy showed up in the library and started talking to me, and I was like, this sounds like a nightmare. This sounds like the worst thing ever."
Yes.
Much like, and I'm sure everyone watching this is a letter writer and understands, but PSA, if you see a woman reading a book or a woman writing something down, please do not see that as an invitation to initiate a conversation with her. She would like to continue doing what she is doing. Thank you.
Boom, down, down, down.
Yeah.
Where's the song?
So Terry bought a teeny light box for tracing, and she's using it for the first time today. Or I'm sorry, I assumed your gender. I apologize. They are using it for the first time today, and they are putting their unlined paper over a sheet of lined so that they can write. And you know what's interesting though is that the older airmail-ish letter stationery is thin enough that you can put a very dark lined sheet underneath it, and you do not need a light box. So that's another way to do it as well.
Lots of Japanese stationery pads also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they come with both vertical lines and horizontal lines, depending on if you're writing in Japanese or another language.
So that's pretty cool.
It took me a really long time, like longer than it should have, to be like, why is this one different?
Why is it the only one?
And I was just like, oh.
I know when you shop for stationery, some of it is only oriented for the vertical writing.
Yeah.
And I'm always so bummed because that's usually the pattern I want. But it always looks weird then if I like write
That
English.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you turn it around?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the pattern's just, not the same.
The pattern, yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
The pattern is designed to complement a vertical writing style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, not that I need to just buy everything.
You're like, I'm glad there are ways of weeding things out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gabby is asking, what would you call your letter decorating style? Collage-based, calligraphy, etc.
I mean,
Kind of means all of the above.
yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes I use calligraphy in my mail art. I refer to it all as mail art, but mail art has different styles within it. My style is definitely more of a collage style. Some people, and sometimes I use a lot of rubber stamping in it, but these are more techniques of mail art, but not names of mail art.
I'm simple. Like, yeah, I like plain envelopes. And sometimes if I'm feeling wacky, I put a rubber stamp.
Perfectly
Ooh.
fine.
Yeah.
I know. I never feel pressure when I send something to you because I'm like, I can decorate it or I can leave it plain. It's all right.
Well, I would have to say you shouldn't feel pressure for anyone.
No, I know.
Like,
But you know, when you get cute mail from someone, sometimes I'm like, what do you send cute mail back?
oh yeah, but I mean, if that's not your style, then that's not your style.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
like
It's a personal
yeah,
pressure.
yeah. If you like being fluid in how you like to decorate, then you know, and change it for whoever you're writing to, then do it. But I used to do fountain pens a lot, and I just can't keep up with cleaning them anymore. So I stopped, and so I'm using a lot of like brush pen type stuff now.
Aren't those nice?
Yeah, these are really nice.
What
I don't
brand is it
know. Pentel
These are
sign
the-
pen.
Yeah, the Pentel Feud, Fude, sign pen touch.
Yeah.
They have them on Paper Pastries.
Yeah,
They have
Paper
them at
Pastry has them.
JetPens. You can get them on Amazon. They're like $2 each. They're great because they have a flexible top, so you can do like a faux brush calligraphy with them.
And they come in a bunch of colors. So I'm using a dark purple, but Donovan's got like
I got an orange over here.
that's almost like a bright pumpkin orange. So yeah. So I tend to do like colored paper with colored ink and then plain envelope. Yeah, pretty simple. What about you, Kimberly? You're just like all over the place?
Kind of all over the place. A little bit of a mix. I try to use a lot of washi tape because I have so much. I try to keep it seasonal. So like every kind of holiday change or season change, I bring out like whatever colors I want to use that month or that season
Okay.
from the stash. So I'm not using like everything.
I'm like crazy picky about the postage stamp I'm going to use.
Me too. It has to coordinate. It can't just be a random stamp on an envelope that doesn't match it.
Yeah, for me, since I use pretty simple envelopes, like that's why I feel like the stamp needs to stand out. So I will I'll buy I almost buy every single stamp that gets released because I want to see it in person. And I definitely do a hierarchy of like how much I like the person depending on what kind of stamp they're gonna get.
I totally do that too.
Sorry. So yeah.
Judging you.
Although I'm going to say that there's one pen pal that I have, and I really, really love writing to him. I've written to him for a very long time, but I also know he is not judgmental in the postage stamps that I use. So every once in a while, I'll just be like, I know he doesn't care. I mean, he cares, but I know he's not going to be like, oh, she doesn't like me. She put the ugly one, you know? So
Yes.
yeah. So I'll be like, I'm going to put the slightly ugly one on this one because I know he's not going to judge me about it. Yeah. So, I don't know. Although I haven't been paying attention to what's been released lately.
Well, if you followed our blog, you would know
If you
all
read
about.
the blog.
Sorry, guys, I don't read the blog.
Yeah, what has been? Like I know the Christmas ones or holiday ones are all out.
Yeah, the non-secular holiday ones.
Like
are
Snowy
out.
Days out and
I'm getting the catalog. I just got the stamp catalog in the mail.
Oh, you got the catalog. Beyond the Perf.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Well, it's if you read the little silver thing. It's,
Oh, okay.
yeah, the USA Philatelic catalog.
And it's got a nice shiny emboss on it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
For the
there's
sharks.
the sharks.
There's
Ooh.
Reverend
Nail art.
Theodore somebody or other has a stamp out. Was one of the ones for September.
They got
The
Disney villains.
For summer? Were they in the summer?
Yeah, the villains were summer. The Andrew Wyeth ones were summer. I think this
Those
is
are
actually
beautiful.
the summer catalog, Kathy. This isn't their.
They just They just mailed it to me 2 weeks ago.
Well, I mean, these stamps are out.
Show us some new stuff.
Well, I'm
I love the
looking.
Andrew.A, though. I hated the pollinators.
Okay.
I didn't like them either.
All right. Let's all be judgmental about postage stamps in the chat now.
I've been
I'm telling you,
loving
if you
the
read
stamp cards.
The release, like the stamp release post that I make, it's nothing but me just like judging.
Yes. I do love the
All right, so
I
he's
love
new.
those.
Oh,
Which
the
one's
like
new?
The stamped card. Yeah, because I like those for like political like if I'm mailing a letter to my senator.
Oh,
or whatever.
I get so
Yeah.
many pre-stamped envelopes for mailing to my representatives. Yeah. What's this
He
one?
was released in September.
Father Theodore Hesberg. Who is he? What
I
did he
don't
do?
know.
Oh, okay.
I'm certain if you read next to him, it might say something more about.
This national parks one is super pretty.
Oh, that's none of those are. That's one image of
Mhm.
about 16 different images, and they're all really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't see the full.
Well, let me
sheet of
see if
those.
they
Oh, right
there
there.
you go.
It's a little
Oh well,
small.
it's like super small. That's the national park one, and then they have a WPA one as well.
I love
um,
those too.
So
Yeah,
this
the
is
stamps
cool.
earlier this
Look at how
year
fancy.
were.
Guys, look at this. They did a whole thing about mail art in the USA Philatelic magazine. It's pretty cool. Honestly haven't had a chance to open this up yet. So Total Eclipse. Wow.
Oh, yeah, there was all sorts of like weird special things for the eclipse.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. Did you get this one, Donna?
Haven't sent it to me yet.
Oh, there's the holiday. There's one of the holiday ones.
Yeah, that one's out.
That is super cute.
It is cute.
I love it.
I
like.
thought they were boring.
I feel
That's-
like they always do
that's-
safe things. I thought Snowy Day though was a.
I think
like,
that they
perfect
work
choice.
nicely
But
together.
So the Snowy Day ones and those are just so similar in color palette.
That's true.
That it was disappointing to me because I really would like other colors to work with.
Mm.
Because, like, yes,
That's
I
true.
understand that you are steering away from these aren't the religious holiday mailing stamps. So you're mostly using blue as your base color. I get it. I understand what you're doing, but you can have other colors. Like,
Yeah.
it just felt very boring.
We just had a question asking what our favorite stamps were.
Yeah, it does. I mean, from when?
Yes, it changes.
What were my favorite ones for a while? Oh, you know what? I liked the Songbirds one because they had so many different colors on them that
Mhm.
there was always something that worked with what
The
I
ones
was
in the
working
snow?
with. Yeah.
Good
The winter
news,
songbirds?
they're still available.
They
Good.
are,
And
yeah.
that might be good for holiday cards.
Mhm.
So, which, by the way, another announcement is that we are holding a virtual social for the holidays. We do it every year. We have at least for like the last 4 years. So the holiday edition of the virtual social is on December 3rd, which is a Sunday, and it's at 3 p.m. Central because we're in Chicago. So you can join us for that, and we'll probably be drinking cocoa and complaining about how cold it is. So join us for that.
Hopefully it's not too cold then.
Yeah, I mean December 3rd. You never know with
That's
Chicago. I mean,
It's not supposed to be a cold winter.
I've
I
heard
like
that.
winter until December 31st. And then I want it to be spring.
no, you know when I normally start hating it is like January 5th.
Mm.
There's still a little magic in the air post
That's
New
true.
Year's.
That's true.
So, you know,
Like you don't mind snow still then.
yeah. And I've had enough time off of work that I'm like, oh wait, I still actually like these people. So
I totally relate to that.
yeah. So that would be my favorite ones, but I honestly haven't been paying attention to I haven't purchased any new stamps yet. So I can't say what my favorite ones are yet for that. How about you? Do you have any favorite ones right now?
I love the Andrew Wyatt.
Okay.
Because I like a nice neutral stamp for certain things. I love the Eclipse stamp,
Yeah.
the special effect.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, yeah, that one was super cool, but it's international only, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh no?
No, it's not. It's not at all.
What's
It's a regular stamp.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I thought. What's the one with the
moon.
moon one? Is the international one that
Mhm.
does the heat?
No.
No, the Eclipse one
It's the heat.
does the heat.
Oh.
The moon
You're
one's just
confusing it
circle.
with just the gold moons and
Okay.
the dark blue background.
I did like that one too, though.
Yeah.
So it used to be you could tell a stamp was international or not
It goes around.
if it was round. However,
The balls.
the ball was dropped, and
Wah,
they
wah,
released
wah.
this set of stamps with like a coating on them, so they have like a texture of whatever ball it is that they are. And there's like a kickball,
The kickball's so cute though with its little texture.
and a tennis ball, and a basketball.
Donovan's
and
not
I just
impressed.
She does not like
don't
sports.
care. And they're dumb, and also they're regular mail postage, and so I'm just like, this is
Confusing.
it's very confusing.
Yeah.
I did buy the
Makes me mad
balls.
from a design communication perspective.
It's true.
Yeah.
You should really just be in charge of the stamps.
In charge of stamps.
You should be on the stamp panel.
I should.
We should nominate you.
Please do. The Citizen
Everyone,
stamp committee.
Nominate Donovan
Yes.
for the stamp committee. Do it now. I don't know how you do that.
I know.
You write a letter.
Oh,
of course.
Okay. There you go. On the topic of stamps, someone is asking about vintage stamps
Mhm.
and where do you get them? We get this question a lot. Donovan is the one that always answers because Donovan is the one that buys all the vintage stamps.
Yeah, because that's my jam. Here in Chicago, we have a wonderful place called the Stamp King, which is run by a charming gentleman by the name of Charles Berg, who is the Stamp King of Chicago. He has a waxed mustache
He's a delight.
and a charming, curmudgeonly disposition.
He's a delight.
And he'll let you like root through his boxes of stamps, and you can pick out your stamps. And if you know what you want and you have these Scott catalog numbers, he will just pull sheets of stamps for you, because that's what he has. He is a stamp dealer. He has tons of stamps, and he sells them at face value, which is perfect. You can also get a lot of stamps at stamp shows. They have postage stamp shows, and these things are overwhelming. Be
And
prepared.
dangerous to your. I spent like
Pocketbook?
$400 at the last one.
Yeah, but it's typically like a school gymnasium, and there's a bunch of people there with folding tables, and they all have stamps. And they're for collectors. They're mostly for people that are hunting specific things, but you can find vendors that just have basically bins and bins and bins of unused sheets of stamps. There are some online sellers that we really like. Edelweiss Post does some really good sets of stamps.
Do you want to spell that?
No, I don't. It's spelled like the little flower.
Like an
the little
Edelweiss
German
flower?
and then Post.
That is creepy. Don't say that. Because it makes me think of Man in High Castle. Have you seen that show?
No.
It's
See, I have to
really
draw the
good.
line at that.
It's really good.
It's too real.
It is a little
Yeah.
too close to the bone right
yeah,
now.
Yeah.
But
So
it's a
yeah.
good show.
I know.
eBay is fine.
It's
Etsy
usually
also fine. But it's best to find a seller that you trust. Believe it or not, there are a lot of counterfeit postage stamps out there. This is more of a problem for current postage being counterfeited than vintage postage being counterfeited. But yeah, it's not there. If you run a search on our blog, you should come up with at least 2 times I've written about where to find vintage stamps from. But yeah.
Yeah, and our blog is blog.letterwriters.org, and we have a search bar on the top right of the blog, and so you'd be able to search vintage stamps and probably come up with several
You can also
posts.
go to letterwriters.org and just hit
blog. Yeah, one of those two work.
Yeah.
We try to make it easy on you. So
So I'm sorry if that was a lot of information at once.
no, you're not. That's what's great about socials is that you get to hear all this info about how people do their letter writing. So, yeah.
Yeah, I actually have not bought vintage stamps in over a year. And I still have stamps.
Yeah, I still have a lot of stamps because you just like bought a whole bunch for my wedding, which was some years ago. I don't remember. 6 years ago? Yeah, sure. Why not?
So you still have wedding postage?
She just
Like
bought me.
from-
I said I want blue.
Mm-hmm.
So Donovan just bought me all this blue. She had no idea how many invitations. I had no idea how many invitations I was going to have. And we ended up having only 30 people to invite. So I have all this postage still left over and a bunch of denominations. So yeah.
It doesn't go bad.
Exactly.
One of the
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
things about postage stamps.
Absolutely.
However, I don't think there's any market in speculation on postage stamps. Post office is probably going to 50-cent stamps after January 21st, I think is the date. You're not going to make $1 million by buying a whole bunch of postage at 49 cents and then reselling it at 50. Like it's not, it
Oh my
doesn't
God.
work that way. There's no way. Stop thinking that.
I'm excited for 50 personally.
Yeah, it's super easy. You
So
can
it's
remember
super
it, you don't have to do such math.
Yeah, it's super easy. And then also, it's still a freaking deal. Like, it is a complete
It'll
steal.
forever be a deal.
Yeah.
Like, people, especially Americans, are always like, "Oh, it's so expensive to send mail internationally." Oh, it's so much more expensive in other countries. Oh man,
Oh my gosh.
you don't know how good you have it.
Yeah. What is it right now? $1.25?
$1.15.
15? Oh, it's a
Bargain.
steal. Like, that is still less than coffee. Like, way less. You can buy
Mhm.
a lot of coffee. Like, and have, like, I don't know. Like, so one coffee would be like, let me think, 5 letters?
Yeah.
Depends
5
on your
international?
coffee, but I would say at least 3.
Yeah. There you go. So.
All about priorities.
Oh no, apparently in Portugal, the stamps do go bad. They're only
Oh.
valid for 6 to 7 years.
Oh, wow.
A stamp is removed and can't be used anymore.
That's so sad.
I know.
That is sad.
Bummer.
I mean, honestly, it makes more financial sense.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, because whenever you send one with all vintage postage,
Yeah.
the post office isn't getting anything new.
No,
in that.
they're getting no revenue, no new revenue off of that. So
God, I hope
yeah.
ours never go bad. I better start using it at my vintage stash.
I mean, in general, we should all use our stash, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
One grandma card down.
1 grandma card. So, please let us know how many you've written. I'm on a half of a letter.
I'm about there.
Okay, there you go. What are you writing with?
The Decorise pen.
Why were you waving it? Does it take a
Oh,
while for it to
takes
dry?
A second, yeah. It's like a little bit puffy, kind of like the souffle pens.
I have no idea what that is. What's a
There's like
souffle
a
pen?
texture to it. Like you can use this pen on like metal and glass, but I use it on paper. I just
Okay.
like the way it writes.
Okay.
But it like it's a little. There's like a texture to it.
And so it's raised a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can feel
cool. Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's glittery and black, so it's for the season.
Totally. Oh, I have envelope sealing stuff if you want some. A coworker gave it to me.
Like wax sealing stuff, or
She gave me both. Like it's like pre-made discs that I think you just heat up. It already has like a design on it.
ooh,
I don't know how you use it. I'm sure that the tube has like instructions, and then there's the envelope sealing stuff.
Nice.
I gotta find it. I don't know where it is, but she gave me a whole bunch of stuff. So
This pad was part of a gift of someone else's stash.
Oh man, those pads are so good though.
Yeah,
The Rhodia pads?
Very the size. It's never something I would have bought for myself. But in using it, like it's very good for the like I'm writing a card. But there's never enough space inside of a card, and sometimes I go to the backs. But this size pad, this Rhodia 5x5, yeah, Rhodia 5x5, is a really good
to fold and put
and put inside.
Totally.
Nice. Is Rhodia a good fountain pen paper?
Yes, absolutely. They're really good. It's got like a nice smoothness to it, and it's matte-ish, but it's got a little bit of a sheen. So it takes fountain pen ink beautifully. Like I've tried almost all types of ink on it. And they have it in lined, planed, and
dot.
No, it's dot. Not plain, lined, graph, and dot. I love dot because it gives you just enough of a visual to write a straight line, but it doesn't have that visual break of a straight line.
I will say the line is slightly too narrow for me.
Mm-hmm.
I want it just a little bit wider.
Oh, I skip. I do every other.
Well, see, that's too wide though.
Mm. Well, isn't she just little Goldilocks?
Yes.
Lined paper.
The wonderful world of journals and stationery and pads is such that if you have a particular thing that you want, you can find it.
That's true.
Which is why, I think there are so many, because it's very personal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Today's the 22nd, right?
Yes. Oh, Jesse, I didn't know you could hear our scribble scrabble of the pen, which most people say they like, and you said that you like hearing the scribbling. But since we're in a different location with like a sturdier table, I didn't know, because the table in the studio is like, so you can hear all of
hollow.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you can still hear all the scribbling.
And it's a very meditative type sound. Nice white noise.
Yeah.
Your pen's noisy.
Probably, because I'm a very hard writer. Like I go through felt tip pens pretty quickly. So
You're like silent.
And we're using the same pen.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a super. Well, you know what else though? With the Rhodia pad, there's not as much friction as there is with this one.
That's true.
Because it's smoother. So that's why it's the friction of the pen, me writing harder than she does. Because I'm freaking rough. No, and then the pen, the paper has more friction. So yeah.
Yeah.
Is it spicy?
That's wasabi spicy. Yeah.
Okay, I can deal. I'm a wuss when it comes to spice.
It does build on you.
Well, the nice thing about wasabi though is that it burns and it's gone.
Yes.
There's no linger.
Yeah. Like I don't like pepper spicy, like hot pepper spicy, but I love wasabi spicy.
Well, because hot pepper spicy just stays with you.
Yes.
And haunts you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. With wasabi, if you have it too much, it like kind of blows through your nose and like your head, and then it's over.
Yeah, that's good though for the winter.
It feels good. I like it.
Where'd you get these? Is this Trader Joe's?
No, Mitsuwa.
Oh, Mitsuwa.
Mm-hmm. They're building an H Mart down in the Loop.
In the Loop?
In the Loop.
Oh, where?
Somewhere down there. I keep checking the Chicago Reddit to be like progress on the H Mart.
Yeah, because I've never been to H Mart because it's way too far north or it's way too far. Where's the other one?
You just need to do it.
Naperville.
Just make a day out of it. Like go
It was good. It was a good time.
and go to King Spa, and then afterwards go to H Mart and buy
I
some
draw the
stuff.
line at King Spa.
Why?
I don't like to be naked in front of people.
You don't know them?
See, this one won't do King Spa with me because she knows me. And she's like, no, he has
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh.
I'll do it with strangers.
Not me. I would make a day of it and just go to H Mart.
Your day will be full just at H Mart because it's huge.
Yeah, it's great.
They got the whole.
Oh, and they have a
day.
food court. Yeah, that has really great food. And then they have stationery stores in there.
Did they?
Yeah. They have a bookstore, stationery store.
It was not as good.
Face.
What is it? It's got two
I can
K's
never
in
say
it.
it right.
They have,
and I'm
like,
a member.
They have several beauty shops too. So we got all the crazy face masks that make us look like tigers and stuff.
Yeah,
Aww.
those are fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I still have some, Donovan.
I still have some. Millie mailed me 20.
We can wear them while we're watching Dracula today.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
If you missed it, we had an L.W.A book club where we discussed Bram Stoker's Dracula, and it came to light that Kathy has never seen one of my favorite films.
Which
is
year?
Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got this invitation, through Gmail that was like, Dylan and Donovan present Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula. And I was like, wow,
That's fancy.
okay. Oh, it's at my house? They didn't even ask me. Okay.
You guys don't have a TV.
They have a TV, but it's being used as a computer monitor.
Yes.
In case you wonder what my home life is like.
That's why you get so much done. You're so productive.
I never watched that much TV before, but there was always the lure of the Saturday spent in pajamas on the couch in front of PBS and just like cooking show followed by home improvement show. That is just a nice way to just lose 18 hours of your life.
It's true.
I just read on the couch, like, I don't know.
That's more productive than TV watching.
Yeah, and we only have the rabbit ears now, and then like all the digital stuff.
That's all
like
I have.
Amazon Prime and like Netflix, and then we steal my parents' HBO Go because who doesn't? Honestly,
I have a friend's HBO Go.
There you go.
Actually, a friend of a friend.
That's a little far removed.
I have committed no illegal acts that I will admit to on a recorded and public forum.
Oh yeah, way to go.
HBO Go has said that they know that that's what children are doing.
That people should.
I like how you describe yourself as a child.
I am my mother's child. Especially when I'm using her HBO Go. So they say that they know that that's what it's like, and that they assume that the kids are eventually going to pay for the HBO Go on their own. And I think it's probably going to happen like next year because
you're hooked.
Well, I mean, I just don't want to mooch off of them. I don't know.
So guilty.
Yeah, I just
or
wanted
maybe
to
you could pay for theirs for a couple of years.
I'm not paying for their cable bill. No.
Their HBO.
No. They get it.
Part of the HBO.
They get it as their cable.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to try it out to see because I haven't had cable in so long. I don't even remember what's on HBO.
I know when I logged in, I was like, "This was on HBO." I don't remember that being an HBO thing.
Yeah. Like the only thing
I got it to finish Veep. Because Veep is like so far behind on Prime that I was like, I just want to finish this show. And so that's why I borrowed it.
I can't watch Veep. It makes me nervous.
Why?
I don't like TV shows with awkward situations. So like Curb Your Enthusiasm, the British version of Office, all that stuff I just can't watch.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's
See, I like it. Except for it's like too close to home.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I brought the chips.
Yeah, they're gone now.
No more chips.
There's still a few chips.
Yeah, the only thing we watch on HBO Go is John Oliver, which I think he's got most of his episodes on YouTube anyway.
Okay.
So
I do enjoy that show too.
Yeah. Good stuff. Does anybody want more tea while I'm up?
Yeah, I think our little pot is done.
Well, I'll boil more water.
Thank you.
Did you seriously seriously kill the chips? Like all?
No, there's still a few chips.
A family bag in Japan is not the same size as a family bag in America.
That's not cool, man.
Another point about the rodeo paper is that you can use both sides.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at least with a felt tip pen. Maybe with a fountain pen, there's more bleed through. But with these particular pens, I feel okay using both sides. We have a cat. Hi, baby.
She thinks that I'm gonna feed her, and she's out of her gourd.
Aww, are you starving?
Yeah, sure.
Well, clearly you haven't fed her in days.
Obviously,
Weeks, even.
yeah.
Weeks.
Mhm. I'm gonna get her a fainting couch right by her food, so she can be real dramatic about it.
Aww, what are you doing?
Rub my face on the rice bag.
Seriously, is that your rice bag?
I got it at H Mart.
Yeah,
I
we
won't
went
let-
to
now,
H
so I
Mart
won't-
like 6 months ago. It's only like
Yeah,
half.
When Naoto buys a giant bag of rice, I'm like, where are we gonna put all of it?
on the floor.
So the cat can rub her face on it.
Right?
Yeah.
Aww, she's like, I don't see you moving towards my food bowl.
Yeah. Just gonna, and then what's really great is when she starts moving the food bowl with her nose, and it makes the worst sound ever because it's like this half rub, half. It's just awful. It's the worst. That's probably not recommended.
Oh, for that.
For the strainer. I feel like this is like watch Kathy eat hour. Putting salt on top of chocolate chip cookies is like so great. The
Putting
best.
salt on top of anything is just the best.
Yep.
You guys are crazy.
Everything. I grew up in a salt-free household. The introduction to salt in my life as an adult when I got to make my own
Killed
choices.
me. I would have died.
Saltless saltines, saltless potato chips, saltless pretzels, saltless tortilla chips.
Wait, why?
Because my dad had high blood pressure, and that's not always even like. It depends. Like for some people, the salt affects it, and other people they don't. But we just lived in a very safe household where we added salt to nothing. So like even that little like half a teaspoon that you add to cookie dough, my mom would not add.
That's sad.
I know. So then like when I would go out to eat, I would be like, oh my God, things have flavor.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Man, salt is just the best.
I know, it is. Olivia wants to go to H Mart now.
Sorry, Olivia. I mean, you should go to H Mart, but you know, sorry to give you that yearning.
Don't feel sorry for Olivia. She was just in like Prague, somewhere, Copenhagen, somewhere really awesome. The way I travel through everybody else's Instagrams.
That's the best way to go.
It doesn't involve jet lag.
That's true. That
Yeah,
lasts
but you
a month.
can't eat all the things. You can only stare at them and longingly.
It's true.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Olivia says that she was in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Mhm. And she did some mailing there too.
Oh.
For a while, I had 3 different. You were in Spain, but like 3 other sets of friends, like on my Instagram, were in France too. So it was like your Spain pictures and everybody's France pictures, and I was just like, I'm dying.
Yeah, and what's really peculiar is that I know 3 other people who went to Spain this year, and then oddly enough, while we were in Sevilla, that our friend also was there at the same time, so we met up with him for tapas.
Like
It's
just
totally
randomly.
random. We haven't seen him in 10
Aww.
years because he moved to Germany, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm just in Sevilla for a conference."
That's great.
Hmm.
Things like that makes me feel the world is very small.
Yeah.
Yes. Three Halloween cards down.
3 cards down. Damn, girl.
I mean, there's just notes in them. They're not like long letters.
Okay. I think the tea should be ready, Donovan, unless you want me to take care of taking everything out.
I got it. Sure to put the water in?
Yeah. All you need to do is take the strainer out and put it in the dealie, technical term,
Strainer cup.
strainer cup. And then you can pour us some tea. What?
I'm just trying to identify the bits in it. Looks like
What?
there's ginger in it.
There's flowers. I don't
Oh,
know.
maybe they're flowers.
Mm. Is this the same tea?
Yeah, it's the same tea. I just restrain. So if it's not strong enough, tell me and I'll just throw in a. You got to put the divot thing in first. Tilt it. There you
I
go.
wish you could see this.
I think I'm off camera.
You are.
You are definitely off camera.
Where's your mom?
I put it all the way over here.
Looks pretty light.
Oh yeah. Let me get a PG tips then and throw it in there.
Hot water. I am not ill.
It's fine. Look at your giant canister of PG tips.
Open up the thingy.
Technical thing.
There you go. Yes. Hold on. I'm making G tips. This is the mason jar I have.
Everybody do your stretches. Do your writing stretches.
I love your fall decor. Is that just for the social or is it
Oh no,
always
I
like
normally
that?
have it hanging over my fireplace, but I moved it here for the social so that it was,
Festive.
festive because for the Dracula book club we had my pumpkin.
Ooh,
But I didn't want to repeat that
That's true.
because that's just amateur hour to repeat that. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, no, I decided that nice little lights were
I like
good.
it.
I went a little kooky with like autumn decorations this year, so I was really feeling it. I don't know if I'm gonna do holiday decorations this year.
you might have spent all your energy on the autumn decorations.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what happened to me last year, but both Donovan and I were just like, we're not feeling the holidays. Like, I don't want to decorate anything. And like, I kind of made myself put up my Christmas tree. I have a fake one. So, and then as I started putting the lights on, I was like, okay, I'm kind of into this.
It
you
adds
know?
such a nice glow. Even if, like, one year I just put
We're
my
all
lights on.
really depressed.
Yeah, probably
at that
depressed.
I remember
point
feeling really
last year.
depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I
was
had
it?
people. I had 2 parties planned, so I had to decorate.
Oh.
Like, you can't have a holiday party and like not have a couple lights out.
Yeah, yeah. And then I bought you a Christmas tree, right, for your Christmas present? Yeah.
Which was lovely.
Yeah.
Because I am vehemently against fake trees.
I am too.
You have one.
I have
That-
I have one, and it was $12, and I just can't afford to buy like Christmas trees every year, especially when my fake tree is $12.
It's true.
From-
You get ours at Costco.
From
It's like $30.
Menards.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
You can get a real treat Menards for like $12.
But
But you have to buy it every year.
I have to buy it every year, and then
And it's a small one.
it's a small one. My tree's like a tabletop tree,
Oh.
and I just
you
put
have
it on
a
the counter.
fireplace. You could just chop it up when you were done. And use
I think you
firewood.
need to dry it first,
Yeah,
and
you
because
have
the
a
sap and
fridge.
everything. No, I think I've actually read articles online that say do not burn your Christmas tree.
Because probably it's got all the weird chemicals
It's
and
Yeah.
stuff.
such good kindling though, because it's got all that resin.
Yeah. I don't know if it's good for my chimney though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
either.
We just had it cleaned like 2 weeks ago, and they send you photos of before and after,
Eh.
and they're like, "Oh yeah, you should, yeah, wow, like this is not good."
Right. You just have to have it cleaned once a year, though, right? Like when you start using it, or should
Yeah,
you have
but
it cleaned like in
this
the middle?
building is 12 years old, and we don't know if the previous owners cleaned anything.
Okay.
It was pretty bad.
It was a rental, right?
It was a rental for a
Beforehand?
while.
Yeah, so who knows
Yeah.
if they cleaned it.
Yeah.
The house I grew up in was rooms around a central chimney, but I
Oh.
grew up in South Carolina and you almost never used the fireplace. So I can remember as a child, you could hear the birds that had nested inside the fireplace.
Oh, because they never got like smoked out.
Yeah, there were always like bird nests in it. I'm sure other critters.
I just hear the wind. When it's strong, the wind is strong enough, I can hear it howling through my chimney. So, yeah. Terry said that she too was depressed last year, but she's going to decorate anyway this year. If you're interested, the only thing that really got me out of my decorating funk last year is I made feminist ornaments that
Oh yeah, that were a download.
they're
Right?
free download, and like so I put a bunch of feminists that I like, and they're in like a diamond shape, and you can just cut them out and like either thread yarn through it or whatever, or put safety pins is how I did it. I just did safety pins and then shoved it on my
Paper
tree.
clips work really well.
Paper clips, yeah. So if you want it's a free download, and I have both the PDF if you don't want to alter anything, but I also have the Illustrator file if you are knowledgeable of Illustrator, so you can replace the images of the women with anyone you would like.
Like yourself.
Yeah, yeah. You know, any of your awesome ladies in your family. So that's at the resistance is .us. So instead of .com, it's .us. So it's the resistance.us. You can get all the downloads there. And additionally, if you're going to do donations for holiday gifts, there's a download there as well that it says like in your name, I donated to, and there's a blank, and you can write where you donated to, so that way they have something physical for the gift. So yeah, I'll put the URL in the chat. So.
Crazily, it's almost time to go offline.
Yeah, I see that
my
we
God,
have
it
like
went so
10 minutes
fast.
away.
Yeah.
That's when you're writing.
I'm almost done with one letter.
That's fine.
I still haven't written to my crabby grandma. I'll do that one at home.
There you go. So the URL I just put in for the resistance is.us has a place that if you want to send people there to say, I don't want to have a gift, please donate to one of these institutions or organizations, that's there. But if you scroll down to the bottom, I believe, oh, poop. Let me see. Oh yeah, if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, there's a blue bar and it says, interested in more info, check out free downloads and resources. So there, that's where I have the free downloads, and I have like books that are cool to read.
Ooh.
So.
Do you know anything else except for the ornaments?
Yeah, it's like the donation cards.
Kathy creates websites like.
Yeah, she thinks about them and they pop into existence.
I know. It's magic.
It is.
Yeah, my friend needs a portfolio site, and she was like, so I was like, well, okay, well, here's some sites that I built, and you just tell me like what's closer to the style you want. And she chose the simplest one. And I was like, I hope it's because she wants something minimal and not because she thinks it's any less work. Like the biggest part is like spinning it up and like making it, you know, live. Like it's not decorating it or,
right.
You know, so I was like, it's the same bones, like the same skeleton, and just the stuff that you put on top isn't anything extra. So I'm hoping it's because she just wants
something simple.
Yeah. Because I showed it to Jason, and he's like, she's in fashion, right? Like, why does she want why does she want it so plain? And I was like, oh, maybe she wants the photos to it's not like she's not a model, she does marketing for fashion, so it's like maybe she wants the ads that she's working on to speak for themselves. I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah. So there's a question of what is everybody's favorite pen to write with. Mine changes all the time.
Currently
Mine
it's
does
these touch Pentel sign pens. Yeah.
Oh no, mine bled on me.
Oh, purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mine changes too. It depends what paper I'm writing on.
Oh yeah, that really does determine a lot for me too.
Like I'm kind of in a felt tip mode right now. Just a tiny bit for me, please. A felt tip mode.
Thank you.
And otherwise, I like these Decorace ones just because they're very opaque and they write smoothly. Sometimes I like a Le Pen.
I can't do Le Pens because the felt tip.
You write too hard.
I write too hard, and the felt tip just freaking disappears in like 2 letters for me. So, yeah. Because it's dying.
Well, this one has this is like a deep brush and then nice. I like this. I cannot write with a brush pen though. Like I have not mastered the up, light, down, hard. Yeah.
You should practice. There's lots of sheets online to download.
To practice the calligraphy?
Like hand lettering.
Yeah, and honestly, all handwriting is practice.
Oh, Huey Dewey Louie says that they like your pencil pouch, that they like the red of it. Where did you get it from?
It's from Jet Pens. It's so it's a pouch, but then you can also pull it down and it becomes like a pencil cup.
Oh my god, that's really cool.
Yes. And I have my little Greer stationery, not stationary tag on it.
Yes.
It's good. It fits a lot more than this. I just
don't have that much in there. Yeah.
I narrowed it down to the Halloween colors for today.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Did you get the width of the Sharpie?
I
Is that what you
totally
looked up?
did.
I tend to write almost every address and almost every postcard in Sharpie. I like the look, and it's permanent.
And it's easy to see. Sometimes I feel like
These are not permanent at all.
Which one was that?
At all.
The Tombow art markers that are super fun for the brush calligraphy, but they are not waterfast.
Yeah. So, and I would definitely consider that with the holiday seasons, because any place is going to be wet. Like the South is going to be in the rainy season, and then the North is going to be in the snowy season. And so think about how water fast the ink is that you're using on envelopes and postcards. So
Don't want to learn the hard way.
When your mail comes back. A wet
If it
mess.
comes back.
Right.
So it's 3:30, so we've been doing this for like an hour and a half, but we can go on for just a little bit more. I just wanted to give people a last call to ask us any questions they would like to ask, either in the chat or by using the hashtag L.W.A social in the tweet. We'll hang on for a little bit longer so that your questions can come in and we can answer them. But also, you can always ask us any questions via email or tweet when we're not doing a live social. So.
I made the joke.
One letter.
Yeah! I did a really quick postcard.
Is that from a set, or is that just a single card?
This is. They may or may not still exist. I think our Sarah.
Oh.
Seraph.com. Do you think you're special? I inherited this from someone at some point.
I like it.
I'm gonna ink all over me. Oh well, whatever.
Those are cute.
Yeah, it's from Charlie.
Aww.
I think it's supposed to be Prince's eyes.
Ah. Yes, that would make sense.
Yeah. Oh, Kathy wrote 2 Halloween cards and 4 postcards. Nice. I'm glad that you're able to get some writing done today. I definitely needed the social because I've been putting off writing quite a bit.
I'm a month behind.
I'm more. Let's not talk about how much more.
They're lovely members that write letters to both Kathy and I. They're always addressed. If something is addressed specifically to Kathy, I don't open it. But if it says Kathy Donovan, I'm the one that opens it, and I'm the one that responds. And some people will be like, "Oh, should I just send a letter to Kathy?" And I'd be like, "You can."
But I wouldn't.
I kind of also say that. I'm like, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah. I only have like 4 pen pals. So like that I have kept up with because that's how bad I am at my response time. So, you know, and I've stopped feeling guilty about it. So
You shouldn't.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't.
It's not the letters you need to write. It should be the letters that you want to write.
right. Yeah. So we're probably gonna close the virtual social in a few minutes. So just a reminder that the very next event that we have is another virtual social for the holidays, and that's on December 3rd, Sunday, 3 p.m. Central. Kimberly may or may not be here as well.
Maybe I'll be wearing red again.
Yeah. You should wear green and just really
That's
switch it
true.
up. Yeah.
That's true.
And then our next book club is in January 21st, which is also a Sunday at 3 p.m. Central. Do you see a theme here about Sunday and 3 p.m.?
It's a good time.
Yeah. And we're going to be reading Neither Snow Nor Rain, which is a it's a history of the post office and like how it came to being. And all the reviews about it, I'm like, oh, blah, blah. I don't know about history of the post office. It might be boring. But all the reviews of it say that it's like actually very well written and an engaging history. So, and, you know, I just thought it'd be a cool thing to read during bad weather and the holidays when the post office is going through their highest volume of mail, and so that we can appreciate everything that they're doing for us. So, and then the special guest for that is our L.W.A. member, Alyssa. She'll be joining us. So for the book club, we're always open to suggestions. If you'd like to suggest a book and you'd like to also put yourself in the running to be a special guest for the book club, just take a picture of you with the book that you're recommending and hashtag it L.W.A. book club. And
Also,
you know,
put it on our Goodreads page.
yeah, we have the Goodreads page too. So the being a special guest is open to anyone who enjoys writing letters and reading books. So yes, it's open to all. So that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, let me just make sure that there isn't any questions. Nope. Okay. So everyone's just talking about their writing utensils that they like.
Aww.
I'm going to warn everyone that the chat is going to go away when I stop the recording. So everyone say anything that you want to say in the last few minutes right now. And that's it.
Cute Hallmark card.
That's a Hallmark card?
Yeah. My mom sent me that for my birthday.
Aww, I love it. The shoebox cards are some of the best Hallmark ones.
Yeah. Okay. The sale code, is that still
Oh yeah, we're having a sale on the website, on the member site, and the code is fall fun, I think.
That sounds right.
Yeah, fall fun. And if I'm wrong, tell me, but I'm pretty sure it's fall fun. And again, if you're an older member, in terms of like that you haven't, you had a membership previous to this year, you're going to have to create an account and email us with your member number so that we can link your original OG membership with the new accounts that we're doing. So this way you have your own login instead of having the single sign in. And you'll be able to do everything that you need to do and get all the downloads that you want to get.
And just so you know, we have a fairly strict no email on the weekends, no email answering on the weekends policy. So we'll get to you on Monday for those sorts of account linkages.
Yeah, we need our break. So thank you so much to everyone for joining us and for being members and helping us celebrate 10 years of the Letter Writers Alliance.
Yay!
10 years, 13,000 members, many countries.
Yes.
More than